Hey, this is DH of Just Pick Up the Guitar and Go. And in the past couple lessons I had on here, I did the Pick It Up and Rip It 1 challenge, which I want to go ahead and show you that again today. I also got a little teaser for Pick It Up and Rip It 2 that I'm going to show you as well. I'm not going to put the full videos on here for Pick It Up and Rip It 2 just yet, because I want to get some more views on Pick It Up and Rip It 1, and Pick It Up and Rip It 2 is going to be probably coming out and tabs and all that stuff next week, but I'll play it for you here today. I'm doing this kind of live on the spot. I didn't get a chance to record my lessons today either, so what I'm going to do is just kind of make something real quick just to kind of give you a idea of how to play that first solo and then the second solo, which would be for the second challenge. So I'm probably going to make mistakes. I had some guy in my comments earlier today fussing at me about calling chords the wrong name, and I reiterate on this channel all the time. I try to put this in my shorts, I try to put this in my lesson videos, that this is the process, not the product. Okay, so when you see a video made like this, if I make a mistake, then, you know, give me some grace, right? But if you don't want to, that's okay. If you expect me to be perfect, that's okay. I'd like to see your perfect videos. I'd like to see you play perfectly. So try this one. Let's see if I can get it perfect on the first take. And then show me what you got. See if you can do better than me. Because I don't care if you can do better than me. I want to see you do better than me. My goal is to build a guitar community, and I want to inspire you. And I want to see what you can do so it can inspire me. I think that's the beauty of this kind of thing. We inspire each other, and I think that's awesome. Well, let's keep the negativity to a minimum. I came in too early. Let me try that again. I gotta learn where my counts are. There it is again. I'll come in on the next one. All right. Feel free to make fun of the fact that I came in on the wrong click down in the comments. But let's keep it light. So that was Pick It Up and Rip It challenge number 1. And if you wanted to do that one, I got a couple videos already out there. And if you want to get tabs for that, sign up at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com, where you get my free 7-day course. And then you also get the tabs for the most recent lessons that I'm doing. So if you're on my email list, of course, whenever a new lesson comes out, I will send that out to you, and then you'll know, hey, tabs are out now, because I usually don't put the tabs on there until I send the email out. And then what you can do is you can get tabs for the lesson. You can get the free 7-day course, which helps you understand the way I think about the fretboard, because I do think I have a unique way of thinking about the fretboard. And then you can also get on the mailing list and learn about anything new that I'm putting out, which is a lot easier than letting the algorithm tell you when something new is coming out, because there's so much stuff out there that I put out, but I'm also competing with a billion other creators as well, right? So if you want to see my stuff, getting on my mailing list is probably the easiest way to get informed when I'm putting things out. So that first one, that Pick It Up and Rip It number 1, and if you want me to see your video, just tag it, hashtag Pick It Up and Rip It 1. But that first one, kind of slow, sounds like this. Let me try it again. One more time. I'm getting finger tied here. So that's the whole thing. And where I made a little mistake there at the beginning was this little part here. See, because I'm skipping some notes there, I'm playing this like a pentatonic shape, and I say like a pentatonic shape because it's not exactly a pentatonic shape. It's a Locrian style scale shape. This is where people get confused when I say these things. This is not the Locrian mode, unless I play it over that key. But it is a Locrian scale shape. When I think of the modes, I think of the scale shapes and how different positions of the major scale have a certain look to them. And one of them looks like Dorian, and one of them looks like Locrian, and one of them looks like Phrygian. And if you can understand these shapes, then you can say, okay, well, I'm playing this scale shape, and it's just the Locrian, for instance, would be the 7th scale shape of the major scale, right? And the major kind of sits within that shape. But I could say that it's the 7th position of the major scale, or I could say that it's Locrian if I'm playing over Locrian. Or if I'm playing the minor scale, which is your Aeolian mode, I could say it's the 2nd shape of my Aeolian scale, or the 2nd shape of my Aeolian mode. So it's an easy way for me to think about those scale positions. So what I did here was I skipped some notes. Instead of playing this. So my fingers, I've trained my fingers to want to be able to play. But I'm skipping notes, so I'm not playing all that, so I'm skipping. Like that. And by doing it that way, it creates, you know, some interesting dynamics and tension and things like that, which I think is kind of cool. But of course, when you're playing solos that are a little off the beaten path, you have to kind of retrain your fingers to play specifically that way, which is why I think coming up with these solos is really cool, because one of the things that's really neat about coming up with solos especially when they're not something that you normally play, then like this kind of stuff right here, you know, by doing stuff like that and having the crescendos and the fast runs and things like that, it basically trains your fingers to play the way that you want to play and play outside of things that you're used to playing. So that's been my biggest challenge for myself over the past probably 6 months, is to get away from playing the way that I normally play and try to retrain myself to do some things that I would normally do, which is when I kind of came up with the challenges. Like, hey, I'm challenging myself, let me challenge you. And this next one is over a different backing track that I have. And this is going to be what I'm going to try to make lessons over next week. It is going to be over my cover that I did of, what was it, Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo, which this one's tricky. I probably won't get this right the first time. But I'll make sure I take a few takes next week and get it right for you the first time next week. But it's got some sweep picking in it, a little bit of tapping in it. It's a little bit more complicated than that first one that I did, which is why the third one, I've already come up with the third one too. The third one is going to be a little bit more lower intermediate. Okay, a little bit simpler. And then I'm thinking for the fourth one, I'll probably do some blues, you know, different. I'm going to mix it up, do some different things here, do some different things there, because I do believe that it's pretty important to make sure that everybody could be able to access these challenges. So if you're a better player, then hopefully this is in your wheelhouse. If you're not that great of a player, then maybe you could just learn the scale and play the scale. If you are, you know, a beginner, a newbie, then I'm going to probably put some stuff out that's going to be really simple, easy to do. Maybe some one-string tapping or something like that that might be interesting to you. But then whatever I put out, if you can't play it, that's okay. Can you find something a little bit easier that you can play, but then challenge yourself and bring yourself up a little bit more? Because that's exactly what it's all about. It's about challenging yourself, bringing yourself up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. These first couple of challenges, I'm really just challenging myself. I'm saying, can I play this stuff? Because there's a couple things in here that I'm having trouble playing. And I want to make that for myself to see if I can do it. And then if you can do it, that's great. Like in the last one, on this one right here, this, I put some tapping in there for, if you wanted to play around with it, which is something like this. So I can't even get it. Nope, needs to be here. So that's kind of tough for me, right? I can tap easier down here. But, going down here and tapping and moving my right arm down here to get that clean, it's difficult, right? So that's something that I would eventually want to add into a lead, into a challenge, that I would want to challenge myself. To get better and better at. And then when I can get it clean, then of course instead of doing this, oops. See, I'm messing up all over the place. Let me try that one more time. Nope. So something like that. So it's a possibility. So that would be a challenge. Bringing it down a little bit, you can just play Locrian scale, right? Or maybe the pentatonic that sits in there. Something along those lines. You can go ahead and make it your skill level, but then, of course, creep yourself up, creep yourself up, creep yourself up. That'd be the idea. This next one is going to be, again, over this track, which the Vampire song by Olivia Rodrigo. This is an inspired by track that I made. And again, you don't have to use this track, but it is in the key of F major. And when I did a lesson on this, I said that it bounces around between F major, F minor, G major, G Locrian. I mean, it's all over the place. It's a really weird song. It's got all kinds of different dynamics in it. So my suggestion would be that it would probably work over an F major backing track, but it might also work over F minor, and certain parts of it might even work over G major, and then G Locrian's in there too, which is really bizarre. Like there's a part in it where it goes to, and it's a major sounding chord progression, but it fits. Like it fits right there pretty well. But anyway, this song, I'm gonna keep this lead in F major, right there. And what we're gonna play is gonna sound kind of like this. And I'm gonna probably mess it up the first 2 or 3 times. We'll see if I can get it. See if I can come in on the clicks. That's the wrong place. That's it. So, I'll try it again. Here we go. So I was off the beat on that, but that's basically it. I'll try to play it one more time, but I'm going to kind of play pretty slow. This, again, I will flesh out, make better, and do a few takes and get it sounding right. But it sounds like this. And that's got to come in on the beat. And so does that. And so does that. Little blues lick in there, throwing a little harmonic minor in there as well. And then this little sweep. And then this little George Lynch kind of bluesy harmonic minor-y run. Let me do that one again. Now that right there is probably going to be, other than the sweep at the end, is probably going to be the most challenging part. Especially this little part here. So you got your blues scale, but then you got your natural minor, right? So you got that whole thing where we go. But then you got your blues scale here. So we can play all those notes. All the way down to there. So I'm going. So it's a lot of different notes clustered together. It's very chromatic, but all those notes fit. There's one in there that's even the harmonic minor scale. And then this little sweep at the end, which is very challenging for me. And I wanted you to know that note right there. So I'm going to try to get that clean as well. Let me put the bridge or the neck pickup on. Like that. Actually, wrong note. It hit the 22nd fret. Like that. Let's see if I can play that over the backing track here and see if I can get it sounding a little bit cleaner. It's a different part of the song, but it still works over the whole song. Something like that. So not too bad. So you got your first one. Which is this one. You do the tapping if you want to. Oh, almost had it. So anyway. That's your first one, or you can try your second one. Second one I'll do a little bit slower, but it's basically. So there you go, something like that. That would be your, once again, your B leading and backing track for the first one, or an F major backing track for the second one. But it would probably work over a couple different other chord progressions, provided that it was kind of in the same, wheelhouse as that Vampire song by Olivia Rodrigo. So if you want to enter, a cappella, which, just playing your guitar by itself, I don't know if that applies to that or not, but that's what I was thinking. If you want to do it that way, or a la carte, if you want to do it that way, that's fine as well. Do it as a solo, just play the lead, that's fine too. If you want to play the first one, it's pick it up and rip it 1. Put the hashtag in front of it, tag it, hashtag pick it up and rip it 1. The second one, tag it, hashtag pick it up and rip it 2. And what I'll do is, the next time I make the more pro videos for this channel, I will go ahead and make a more fleshed out version of the second one, which sounds better, and you can hear the audio quality be better over the backing track. And then in the second video, I usually try to do 2 videos for each of these. In the second video, I will break down more of actually how to play it. If you want to wait for that, that's cool. But the tab will be up for this video. Once I send out the email and everything. The tab for Pick Up Work 1 is already out. And then again, if you want to get those tabs, you go to just pick up the guitarandgo.com, where you get my 7-day free course. You get signed up on my mailing list, And then, of course, you get the link that allows you to access the tabs as well for all the lessons that I put out, the lessons that I've been putting out recently, which going forward, a lot of it's going to be these challenges and challenging myself, challenging you, us challenging each other to be better players, and again, building that community, which is really what I want to do. And also, if you want to get, full breakdowns where I really go into the theory and all that stuff, that's what I'm starting to do more of on my Patreon, because I like to put the longer videos on there, and I know this video is already 20 minutes long, but I like to put the longer videos on there and really break down the theory and really talk about what I'm doing there. And all of that goes along with my free course, because the theory that I teach in my free course is a little bit more pragmatic than what you're probably used to. I think it's one of the reasons I get some of the criticisms that I get, because I don't look at it like a traditional way. I don't see the fretboard in a traditional way. I see the fretboard in a certain way that I'm sure I'm not totally unique in the way that I see it, but I haven't seen it taught this way too often. And the way that I kind of see things, I see mirror shapes, I see anchor shapes, I see shapes that lock together like puzzle pieces. The way that I see it helps me understand it a whole lot better, and I believe that it can help you understand it a whole lot better too. And I think that pragmatic approach to it allows us to just pick up the guitar and go, as opposed to overthinking what we're playing and trying to figure things out all the time. Like even when I do this tapping stuff, my muscle memory is not there to play it, but I know where to play, not because I know the notes of the fretboard, not because I know which fret to hit or whatever, but because I know the shapes. And shapes is what's going to allow you to play the way that you want to play over any song in any key, to improvise intuitively, and all those things. So get that free course, get on the mailing list, get the tabs, just pick up the guitarandgo.com, and I'll see you in the next one.